What up? I just wanted to get on here and say a few words. Something I was thinking about today, and I've been having a lot of struggles trying to, I don't know, just find my way, find my purpose. I've had a lot of job opportunities. None of them really seemed to kind of work out, I guess. Not that they didn't work out, I just didn't. When I got there and I started doing it, I was just like, man, I really don't like this. It's really, really good money, but I'm not happy with this, And another thing is, as you get older, you want to make a family and you want to get a future and you want to start doing cool things and looking at houses and buying cars and all this jazz and stuff. And it's hard to do, especially by yourself. It comes a time in your life where you find out sometimes your friends aren't your friends, your family is not your family, and your enemies also aren't your enemies at the end of the day. That's a twist too. So it's kind of hard, you kind of got to do this on your own. And when I say on your own, it's not necessarily on your own. You have to find a higher purpose or higher source of power, I guess you said. Mine has been Christ always. And sometimes when I deviate from my higher power, I find myself alone. You know what I mean? And it's kind of crazy. So you just have to persevere through these things. You have to stay strong. You have to find things that give you value, help you reach your own self-actualization. Like mine is the gym. And I do realize when I get outside of my routine, where I stop going to the gym and I stop working on my body, my physical physique, I guess you could say, and just stop reaching my self-actualization through that way, I start to decline. I start to get depressed. I start to get sad. I start to look at myself as, a little twerp. I start looking at myself negatively. And so, another thing that I've also found is when I deviate from the things I know that are right. And I do that sometimes when I stop going to church, I stop reading my Bible, I stop praying, and I start, I guess, what would you say? I start, lack of words, relying on my own knowledge, my own way of things, my doing, instead of praying about it, giving it to God. When I have issues, I'm like, okay, I can figure this out. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but let me think of something real quick. And then I go and think of the quickest thing I could think of that might work. I go and try that instead of just praying kind of and letting God work in my life, letting God give me the answers, letting him give me insight to things, And so that can be really dangerous in life. Take it from me. It can be really, really dangerous. So if you're going through this or you're having the same type of problem, just step back from the problem for a minute. Let the problem be the problem and go do what you know is right. Go to the gym, work out if that makes you feel good. Go do things that are going to help you reach your own self-actualization and pray about it. Give these problems to God, and I promise you, 2 days later, maybe a week later, this problem is going to resolve itself, or the answer that you're looking for is ultimately just going to reveal itself to you. So I don't know who needed to hear this. I think maybe I needed to hear this. I needed to hear myself say this, and I kind of needed the own words, the confirmation. So if you're having any type of issues like that, or if you're not having any type of issues like that, still, it's a good way of life. It's a good way to live. So, broken people, I love you. Have a good day.